Ladies and gentlemen, your brain is the engine of your destiny. You want success? You want clarity? You want power? Then you've got to feed that engine every single day. Listener habits will either sharpen your mind or dull it. Small, consistent actions are what separate average minds from extraordinary ones. You don't need a miracle. You don't need luck. What you need is disciplined daily rituals that supercharge your focus, memory, and creativity. I'm talking about 15 simple habits. Habits that take minutes but add decades to your brilliance. Reading, moving, breathing, reflecting every choice is either building your brain or breaking it down. And here's the truth. You can't cheat the grind. If you want a sharper brain, you've got to earn it. Day by day, choice by choice, habit by habit. So stop waiting for tomorrow. Start today. Feed your brain, fuel your power, and watch your life transform. Because when your mind grows stronger, every dream in your heart becomes possible. Your brain is your engine. Keep it sharp every single day. Because the truth is, the quality of your life depends on the quality of your mind. If the engine is weak, the journey will be slow. If the engine is powerful, you can go anywhere you choose. So that means every thought you feed it matters. Every habit you repeat shapes it. Every decision you make is either sharpening your mind or dulling its edge. You can't expect greatness with a tired, unfocused brain. You can't expect clarity if you never train it to focus. So treat your brain like a treasure. Feed it with knowledge. Strengthen it with discipline. Protect it with rest. Challenge it with new skills. Because when you keep your engine sharp, you don't just survive the road ahead. You dominate it. Habits, not luck, create mental power. Luck might give you a moment, but habits build a lifetime. It's not about chance. It's about choice. Every day you choose what you repeat, and what you repeat shapes who you become. Mental strength is not born in a single event. It's carved out through discipline, through consistency, through the small things you do when no one is watching. Reading instead of scrolling. Reflecting instead of reacting. Moving your body instead of staying still. These choices become patterns, and those patterns build your mind into a fortress. Luck can fade, but habits endure. Luck might open a door, but habits will keep you inside the room. If you want sharper focus, greater clarity, unstoppable resilience, it won't come from waiting for the right time. It will come from the habits you practice every single day. Daily reading expands memory and creativity. When you pick up a book, you're not just turning pages, you're turning on parts of your brain that would otherwise stay asleep. Every sentence you absorb is a workout for your memory. Every idea you encounter stretches your imagination wider than before. Reading plants seeds in your mind, and those seeds grow into thoughts, solutions, and visions you never dreamed you could have. It's not about how fast you read. It's about what you take in, what you reflect on, and what you allow to shape your perspective. The brain loves challenge, it loves variety, and books deliver both. When you read daily, you're giving your brain new material to build with. New words, new images, new connections. And those connections become creativity. Those words become sharper memory. And that habit of reading becomes one of the greatest gifts you can ever give your mind. Exercise boosts focus and mental energy. When you move your body, you wake up your mind. Blood flows faster, oxygen rises, and your brain comes alive with clarity. That burst of movement is not just about muscles, it's about sharpening your attention. It's about fueling the part of you that needs to think quicker, remember better, and stay alert longer. A walk, a run, a stretch, even a few minutes of push-ups. Every bit of motion charges your mental battery. The fog clears. Distractions lose their grip. Suddenly, what felt overwhelming begins to feel possible. Exercise teaches your mind discipline. It teaches you consistency. And with every drop of sweat, you're building not just a stronger body, but a sharper brain. So when you commit to daily movement, you're not only training your muscles, you're training your focus, your energy, and your power to win the day. Healthy food fuels sharper thinking. What you eat is not just feeding your body, it's feeding your brain. Every bite is either building clarity or breaking it down. Fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains, these are the raw materials for focus, memory, and energy. They protect your brain cells. They power your concentration, They keep you sharp when the world tries to wear you down. The other hand, processed junk, sugar overload, greasy meals, they cloud the mind, they slow your reactions, they steal your energy. When you choose wisely, you're not just eating, you're investing in your brain's future. That simple swap from soda to water, from fried to fresh, is a direct upgrade to your thinking power. The sharper your fuel, the stronger your focus. And the stronger your focus, the more unstoppable your mind becomes in chasing every dream before you. Proper sleep strengthens memory and decision-making. When you rest, your brain is not shutting down. It's powering up. It's organizing, repairing, and storing everything you learned during the day. Those hours of deep sleep are when your memories lock in, when information becomes knowledge, and when clarity replaces confusion. Without sleep, your thoughts become scattered, your focus weakens, and the smallest choices feel like mountains you cannot climb. But with proper rest, the mind is sharp. It reacts quicker. It solves problems faster. It sees solutions that a tired brain would never notice. Sleep is not wasted time. It's the fuel for wise decisions, for sharper memory, for stronger focus. Every great performer, every strong leader, every resilient thinker understands this truth. If you want your mind to operate at its best, give it the rest it deserves, because a rested brain is an unstoppable brain. Meditation calms the mind and increases clarity. In a world full of noise, distraction, and endless pressure, silence becomes power. When you sit still, breathe deep, and let go of the chaos, your mind begins to reset. Stress melts away. The racing thoughts slow down. And in that stillness, clarity rises like the sun breaking through the clouds. Meditation is not about escaping life. It's about sharpening how you live it. It gives you control over your emotions instead of letting them control you. It clears the fog so you can see the bigger picture. It trains your brain to focus, to listen, to choose wisely. Just a few minutes a day can shift your entire state of mind. You return stronger, calmer, and sharper. Because when the mind is calm, decisions are clearer, energy is higher, and life becomes more balanced and powerful. Journaling organizes thoughts and sparks ideas. When you put pen to paper, you take the chaos in your mind and give it structure. What feels overwhelming begins to make sense. Loose thoughts become clear patterns, hidden emotions reveal their lessons. And suddenly your mind feels lighter, freer, more focused. Writing isn't just about recording events, it's about releasing energy. It's about creating space for new ideas to breathe. Every word you write is like a mirror reflecting back the truth you didn't see before. And in those reflections, creativity awakens. Solutions appear, dreams become clearer. Journaling is a private conversation with yourself, one that keeps you grounded while pushing you forward. It turns confusion into clarity, turns ideas into action. And over time, those small daily pages can build the blueprint for the life you want to create. Lifelong learning keeps the brain youthful. The moment you stop learning, your mind begins to slow down. But when you stay curious, when you challenge yourself to grow, your brain stays alive and sharp. Every new skill, every new subject, every new experience is like exercise for the mind. It stretches your thinking. It creates new connections. It keeps your memory strong and your imagination fresh. Learning is not just for classrooms or degrees, it's for every day of your life. Read a new book, pick up a new language, try a new instrument, explore ideas that scare you, because that's where growth lives. A youthful brain is not about age, it's about attitude. When you choose to keep learning, you choose to keep evolving. And the more you evolve, the more powerful, creative, and limitless your mind becomes. Discipline and habits builds unstoppable mental strength. It's not the big wins once in a while that shape your mind, it's the small choices you repeat every single day. Discipline is showing up when it's not easy. Sticking to the plan when distractions whisper your name. It's choosing growth over comfort, progress over excuses. Each time you practice discipline, you train your brain to stay strong under pressure. You teach it resilience. You teach it patience. Slowly those habits form a foundation no obstacle can shake. Discipline sharpens focus, strengthens willpower. It fuels consistency, and consistency creates results. The strongest minds are not born, they are built through relentless commitment to daily habits. And when discipline becomes your standard, mental strength stops being a dream and becomes your reality. That's when you rise above average and step into unstoppable power. So remember, your brain is your greatest weapon, your most powerful tool, the key to every dream you carry. Feed it with the right habits, protect it with discipline, strengthen it with learning, movement, and rest. Because when your mind is sharp, there is no challenge too great, no mountain too high, no vision too impossible. Your habits today will shape your power tomorrow, so choose wisely. Build daily.